Well, Foz, what did you guys learn from Tuesday night?
Well, I think it's been a learning process all year so far, to be honest with you, which is fine. I mean, I think when you take so many new players that come together quickly, as we have, and we've had some turnover even just in our team quickly, as they have up there, which is usually the way it goes. But it's not an excuse, but I think we know. I mean, you can't take penalties like that. We got to be ready to go at the start of the games. And the fortunate thing, I think, is our 5-on-5 game has actually been solid, in my opinion. And we're losing the special teams battle right now, and that's never good in this league, because you can win a lot of games like that. So you shore those things up, I think we'll be a much better team.
Well, and you mentioned the turnover process. It's one thing for a team to come together with new players, but with the ups and downs that this team has had in the first 2 weeks, just because of the NHL injury situation, I mean, that's a whole other layer of chemistry and trying to gel a group of bodies together and threading that into special teams and trying to create units. Is that one of those where you guys simply have to suck it up and fight through it, or is there any kind of adjustment you can make?
Well, yeah, I think it does make it hard, especially considering it's the start of the year. Usually this doesn't happen this quickly. I have never seen anything like this, but that's okay. Guys that deserved opportunities are getting chances up top, which is great. They'll come back with lots of confidence, and I think when you try to do too much with less chemistry, it's not good. If you play a simple game, then I think everybody knows that that's what's coming. If you win those small areas, then hockey's hockey. Then makes things real easy on each other. So maybe just getting back to doing those. Maybe shooting rather than passing extra time, and getting pucks in deep rather than making that play at the blue line when guys are a little in that awkward stage. So if we simplify and bring a hard work ethic, things will probably come more naturally.
If there is a silver lining, every team's going to get hit with the injury bug. Is it good to get it out of the way early, the way Dallas and Texas has been?
Yeah, I mean, you never know in this league. Like, things change so quickly. I've seen so many different situations. From no call-ups all year to 18 call-ups in a year. You just never know. And like I said, it's awesome to see those guys get those chances, and that's what this league's about. You develop here, and you develop an organization. You work hard, you put your time in, you get your chance. So that's the way it goes, and it's motivating to these guys. And I think that's one thing that should motivate us in this room. A lot of young guys that have opportunities right now, and why not? Take the opportunity and run with it. And it starts here, obviously, with their play, and when you do that, then it shows. It goes up. Dallas goes up and gets an assist in his first game, and plays a great game, and obviously that starts here, right? So, what I think, we limit the things that we know are going wrong right now, and we get to stay within what works for us, and we'll be just fine.
Moving forward to Ontario, 2 games this weekend. Obviously, it was a wild one on the road against this team, but you also have some extra familiarity. You played in a Calder Cup final against this club when they were back in Manchester. So what is the most important thing attacking this team this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know them, and it wasn't a fond memory, unfortunately, and I swear I can't avoid these guys right now. Last year I walk into camp, and I got to see Colin Miller after winning, and this year I got Bods and Eves give it to me a little bit, but it's I think it's pretty clear the way their organization wants to play. They work extremely hard. They're big. They play. They don't give you much, and if you give them a lot, then it's not going to be a pretty night. I think if you manage pucks and you play that way, which I think we learned, and we came back in that game for the reasons that we started to play a simpler game and a harder game, and we won some battles. So you know what you're going to get from them, and they're a good team. They won. They've got guys there. They've got a good makeup for a team, but so do we. So it's a good challenge.